Hey guys, Head on a Spike here with another big old collection video today for you. Guess who we're talking about this time? The Sith. We just had the Jedi, so how can we not talk about the Sith next? Absolutely. So we're going to go over all of the Sith in my collection, just like last time with all the Jedi. We're not going to have every single version of Darth Vader, every single version of the Emperor, just one of each. One of each is going to do us just fine, don't you worry. We're going to talk about each one of them that I have over here, and go into detail. We're going to start with the Old Republic, going to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then special TV shows after that, like Ahsoka, and like the Freemaker Adventures, and all that jazz. And let's start the show off with one of the most infamous, and also famous, Dark Lords of all time. This is Darth Revan. This is a sealed poly bag, as you can see. I'm never going to open this. He's very expensive, very cool. Darth Revan is such an awesome character. You get to play as him. Spoilers from, 30 years ago, practically. And Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. And it's a really great game. This polyback came out in 2014. And you play as Darth Revan. He's such an amazing character because he is the true, balance of the Force. Okay, he's like the Sigma of the Jedi and the Sith, because he could figure out how to use the Force to your own benefit so that you can will it to yourself, so you can be the best combatant and warrior of all time to suit your own needs. So use the Force for you, whether it's light or dark, you use it for yourself. That's why Darth Revan was so cool, and everyone followed him and had tons of wars fighting alongside him, fighting off Mandalorians and Jedi and Sith and blah, blah, blah. Darth Revan is awesome. So that's who we're starting this off with. So now, gotta talk about Revan. Gotta talk about Malik. Here he is. Our good old favorite guy. He's, funnily enough, he's actually Darth Revan's apprentice back in the old days. When Revan was first, fighting off all the Mandalorians, he recruited this guy, Malik, as his apprentice. And they fought alongside together for many, many years until Darth Malik obviously wanted to usurp the power from Revan, and that's the events of KOTOR 2, or KOTOR 1, rather. And I love this character. It's so cool that we got him. Definitely my favorite character of all from the 25th anniversary minifigures that we just got this year. Amazing printing. So crazy that we actually got him in person, like the real thing. He's got back printing. He's got this unique neck bracket thing. I'll show you his head because I'm nice. It's a little bit hard to get off. But he's got such an amazing print. This is he has his jaw cut off from Revan, actually. And that's why he has this a little vocabulator thing in his mouthpiece. He's got the tattoo in the back. Such an amazing, amazing figure. So shocking that we actually got him. So super, super happy to have him. Now, moving on to more Knights of the Old Republic characters. We are talking about some expensive guys here now. We have the Sith Warrior. This is a guy from the third KOTOR game, Knights of the Old Republic 3. He has this really beautiful dark red hood and these black hilted lightsabers. This is really unusual. Has kind of this robot mask. It's kind of like a robot face with these red eyes. It's like a Sith mask. No back on the head printing, but it does have back printing. There's nice metallic silver and leg printing. Oh, such a gorgeous figure. He's quite expensive too. He easily goes for about $70 to $150, anywhere in there. I wouldn't be surprised. He's quite expensive. He's only from one set, so he's a really cool figure. There's not a whole lot of Sith, and he's one of the coolest ones to get. Also, he dual wields, which is also badass. Last figure for the Old Republic, we have Darth Malgus. Everybody wants this guy. He's a really, really cool character. Super expensive too. He's probably about sometimes a $300 figure. He's got a unique cape, unique torso piece here, unique head, Sure, I'll be nice, and I'll show you how he looks underneath it all. I don't like doing this with my expensive figures, but that's how much I love you guys. So here's what his head looks like. He's got this really nice face print. Looks like super ghoulish and evil. He has that old T cross inside his head. Listen to that, he's also like really old, because Larry doesn't do that anymore. This is what the torso piece looks like, this armor piece. It's got no printing on the back, but this is a unique piece. It has printing on the front only. Looks like little gizmos and gadgets and switches and things. And then this is what the torso looks like underneath that chest plate. Here's the cape. It only has one hole, which is kind of unique. It's unusual. And it has back printing as well from this like cool armor piece and stuff. Very cool figure. Very, very neat. No cracks in mine either. He's very good condition. He's mint. So very happy to have him. I got him for a pretty good deal, maybe. He was about 140 or something when I got him. So definitely a pretty penny. Not as much as a Darth Revan, mind you, but he's expensive. Darth Revan sealed, I've seen goes as high as like 600 these days. Maybe a little bit less if you're lucky, but that's Darth Malgus for you. Now we're going to be talking about the Emperor. This is the 2014 version of the Emperor. He came from a visual dictionary, actually. He has this exclusive head print. Funnily enough, he got this like grin. This head is not unique, but this grin is, I believe, only came in that book, that visual dictionary. You gotta have the Emperor. I chose this one just because, you know, it was accessible to me and felt like it. I could have given like a little bolt of lightning, but you know, you guys know what he does. He also has this cool lightsaber though, because he has this in episode 3 when he fights Mace Windu, and it's pretty cool. Yep. Gotta have the Emperor for the leaders of the Sith, absolutely. And now, for still talking about episode 1, because we introduced the Emperor, you know, basically there when he's Darth Sidious, we got Darth Maul! Woo! This is my favorite Darth Maul. I talked about him a little bit in the big collection video. He's the 2018 version of him. I love this version of Maul. He looks great. I love the little smile when he's like, you know, fighting Obi-Wan and stuff. Super awesome figure. First double-ended lightsaber we ever see in any character in Star Wars. So iconic. Great addition to any Star Wars collector's collection for Legos. And then we're talking about episode 2. We got Lord Tyrannus, Darth Tyrannus, or also Count Dooku. A very cool figure here. Fun fact about him is he's actually got the same exact head as the Saruman minifigure, which makes perfect sense from Lord of the Rings, because guess what? It's also Christopher Lee. So I thought that's kind of funny on Lego's part to just give both of Christopher Lee's characters the same head for both his Lord of the Rings and Star Wars character. I love this chrome lightsaber hilt. They've actually had this since 2002, and they kept using it. He's the only character who got to keep using his chrome hilt for all these years, for both like this new version of him, the old version of him 2002, and I think even the Clone Wars version. They all used the chrome hilt. They never switched to like plain light gray hilts or the new silver hilts, which like everyone has. He only gets to keep the chromes. This is very cool. And he's also quite an expensive figure. He's like usually like $100. That Dooku, everyone really wants that one. Only came out in that one set. Now we're going to be talking about some episode 3 figures. So how about on the count of 3 we all say hello there. 1, 2, 3. Hello there, General Kenobi. Yeah, that's right. We got Mr. Grievous in the house. Here he is. This is the original General Grievous. I figured I'd show him off because, you know, everyone knows what the new one looks like. It's the old one with the cape that makes this one really cool. He's got these old battle droid arms, which I thought were really interesting. And he's got this amazing cape, this beautiful, beautiful cape, which has this unique print on the back. And it's a dual-sided cape, so it's got this nice dark red inside. This cape alone makes this figure probably... Oof. With the cape... Well, let me say this. When he doesn't have the cape, this figure is about a good $30, 25, 30, maybe even 40. With that cape, He's got the Lando Calrissian syndrome, baby. When you throw this cape on, whoo, now he's about 150. He really catapults in price because he only came out in one set with this cape here. And it was the Boga Chase, and it was a really cool set. One of my favorites, actually, ever that came out in 2005 for the Revenge of the Sith line. And this General Grievous was my #1 favorite figure of all time. So really, really happy to have him in the collection. He's still in great condition. These legs might also be unique, so I don't want to mess with him too much because they might snap off. You never know with Lego because they aren't the best of the quality, even though they should be. Now then, going on to Clone Wars, here we have Asajj Ventress. This is the 2008 version of Asajj Ventress, back from the Republic gunship. This is a really cool figure because she has this cloth piece. It's actual cloth, guys. It's really, really unique, this skirt piece. It's very cool. I'll even show you because I'm nice. As you can see, it has these two little holes inside, just like the actual, like an actual skirt. And it's totally like a nice fabric material. Only this figure has this. No other Asajj Ventresses even get this. Only the one from the Republic gunship in 2008. She just has plain dark blue, like navy legs that aren't very interesting. But yeah, it's the skirt just slides right over that, as you can see. No back printing, except for the head. The head does have back printing, and that looks really good. And she has these really awesome curved lightsabers, which she only gets. Only she and Ahsoka actually share these hilts, and only the Ahsoka from Rebels, the really super expensive Ahsoka Tano with like the really interesting light blue lightsaber blades, she has these same hilts, but no other Ahsoka does. Only that one, and this is Asajj Ventress. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Very, very unique figure with that fabric cloth piece. She's not super expensive, but she's pricier. She's probably like minimum $50, so pretty good. Can't talk about Asajj Ventress without talking about Savage Opress, or you can call him Savage Opress, however you feel like saying it. But yeah, this guy's awesome. Darth Maul's brother. And I love his armor piece. The armor piece is sick. It's an amazing print. He used to be pretty cheap in value, but now he's really gotten expensive also. Like, I'm telling you, all these Sith guys, they've all really catapulted in price. What's also really cool about him is he has, like, this spear with an axe build, and he has this dumb little lightsaber. He's, like all covered in these arms and stuff to, like, you know, fight people. Yeah, and I can show you what it looks like with the armor off as well. He's got this really cool, like, yellow tattoos on his chest. And his back. They even continue on the back, which is really nice of LEGO to bother doing that because, you know, they didn't have to at all. He has this armor piece, so why have any printing at all on the chest or the back? So it was very generous of them to do that. And I love this armor piece. It's so cool, the print. And then you have like printing on the shoulders. Oh, everything about this is awesome. And yeah, of course, he has this unique head. He only appears in this one set. He has this unique head print, and he has this unique horns pattern as well, just like Darth Maul, but his is yellow instead of red. He doesn't have leg printing, which is a little bit of a bummer, but, you know, you gotta cut LEGO some slack when they give you this unique armor piece. Even the whole armor piece, the mold is unique. So it's like flat. It's really interesting. It's not like the usual armor pieces you get from like the Knights Kingdom sets. It's completely flat with all this printing on it. So it's a very cool figure. Very, very neat. Now, we gotta talk about the most famous Sith Lord of all time, of course, and I mean none other than Darth Vader. This is my favorite figure of Darth Vader, besides the chrome one. I could have gotten him out, but I was like, yeah, it's too much work. And I already showed him off in one of the videos. This is my other version of Darth Vader that I love the most. I love the printing he has and the scar detail. This is the 2016 one, I believe. I love he has a little smile and he's like talking to Luke when he unmasks him and he says, "You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right." I love that. I love this arm printing. I've used this for so many customs, from Batman to Witch King to other Nazgul. Such an awesome figure. Really, really great to the collection. And I love the new helmet mold. I know some people don't like it and like they prefer the original, but I really love how you can remove it like that and has that extra, that chin piece. It's such a nice detail. Very, very cool figure. I love Darth Vader. He's so awesome. And you can't have Darth Vader without his secret apprentice, Starkiller. That's right. Galen Merrick is in the house. Woot! I love Force Unleashed. If you guys didn't know that, it's probably still like my favorite Star Wars game of all time. Besides, like probably Dark Forces 2 with Kyle Katarn. Get out of here, Kyle. You're not really a Sith. But yeah, I have him here. I love Starkiller. Super awesome character. And very, very expensive now, too. He's quite an expensive minifigure. He's probably easily $75, maybe more. Maybe a little bit less if you're lucky, but I had to have him with his lightsaber backwards because that's how he fights. And he only has this unique print. Not even the head is unique. The head is actually also Rebel Soldier from like 2008 from like Endor, but only the torso is unique. So everything else is super, super common. Like black hair, black arm, and, black hands, black legs. Nothing that special, but just that torso is where it's at, man. That torso is super crazy. Such an awesome character. I love Force Unleashed. Such an amazing game. I wish we got a third one, but the first two were just amazing. If you haven't played them, I seriously highly recommend you do. You will love Starkiller just like I do. I guarantee it. Now, we're talking about some Inquisitors. So, they also follow Vader. Here is the Grand Inquisitor. He's got this cool cape also. He's got some back printing, like over there. He also came out in the Rebels set, but that's a different version. This is the version from Kenobi. I love the Grand Inquisitor. He has this unique torso print with like the armor and stuff. He's not that much money because he's still pretty new, but nevertheless, a very cool figure. And we're just going to go through all the other Inquisitors now. We got the fifth brother. I think it's the fifth brother, right? I always get them confused if it's the fifth brother or the eighth brother. I don't know what my problem is. I think it's the fifth brother. This is the guy who's also from Kenobi. And he's got this little hat. This cool hat. That's kind of funny. Yeah, he's also in Rebels. He has a really creepy face in the Rebels version that came out in 2015, and that one was way more expensive than this one. This one's only like probably $20, but nevertheless, very cool figure. Also came out with the Grand Inquisitor in the same set as is this one with Reva, who is a very cool figure. I love how she has this hairpiece from the Urukai. It's very unique, very, very cool to give that to a Sith. He has a nice little badge on her torso and a nice leg print or torso print. No leg printing, which is a bit of a bummer. Cool face though. I love this figure just because I know the actress Moses Ingram. I got to work with her in Lady in the Lake, so that's why this figure is special to me, because I met her on set and she is super nice and awesome and hung out with me and Natalie Portman. And very, very cool woman and actress. Also from Baltimore, which is like close to where I live. Here is Merrick going through the last Inquisitors today. This is the guy from the Ahsoka show. He actually has a really cool mask. It's like totally molded. He's from the T6. Really cool helmet there. I'll even show you the rest of him because I'm feeling nice. I can't really get his head off easily. There we go. He has a really cool torso. Has like this kind of like rust on it. It's kind of unique. Maybe I should make a custom with him somehow. Make some other cool figure with him. He's a pretty unique character. A little bit sad that he didn't have much to do in the Ahsoka TV show. Some people were wondering if he was actually Starkiller, because his name was Merrick, and they were like, oh, it's like Galen Merrick. And if they looked in the credits, it was actually Sam Witwer, who was also the voice actor for this character. And Sam Witwer is also the same voice actor for Galen Merrick and Starkiller for Force Unleashed. But we were all disappointed and sad when he just died and gets his head cut off by Ahsoka. And that was the end of it. But still, nevertheless, always cool to have more Inquisitors. Maybe someday we'll get all the other ones, like, the sixth sister or seventh sister and eighth brother and ninth brother and whoever else. And all those would be really fun to get them all. Now we're going to talk about Kylo Ren. Woo! Because we're officially into like episode 7 stuff, sequel, trilogy things. This is the Kylo Ren from 2015, the very first one he ever got. This is the one with a cool face print with a mask. He has a little bit of printing on the back. He has this unique little cape thing. I don't know what you really call it. And a hood. He also comes with that other mask, which is kind of cool, but I think it's a little bit too big, so I like this version of him better. Pretty simple leg printing, but I love the cross guard, how they made that one molded piece. It's very cool how they did that. I wasn't sure how they were going to back in the old days when I was like, wondering what they were going to make for Kylo Ren, and I think it turned out pretty effectively. Looks pretty cool. I always liked this figure. It's getting to be a little bit expensive now, but not too much. Speaking of other cool characters, now we got Baylan Skald. I know he's supposed to come with a red lightsaber, but he's supposed to have an orange one because that's what it is in the TV show. Lego was just lazy and didn't give him a red one, even though they had the pieces. They had orange lightsaber blades and other sets. I forget which other sets this one comes in, but it does exist in other sets. I'll have it in the description of the video before you guys leave here. You can check it out. I totally forget where else you can find it, but they're pretty cheap though. You can get them off of Bricklink, and this looks so much better. You can also, if you don't want the light orange, you can give him the dark orange lightsaber blade. This, I can tell you, this was from the, I got mine anyway, from the mini build of the Anakin Skywalker podracer and the Sebulba podracer from 2004. Has this neon orange color for the, like the little electrical binders. Instead of like pink or purple, they had orange instead, which is weird, but that's what they gave him. They gave the pod racer, and it looks really good for the lightsaber for Baylan. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about him. He's a really cool character. Rest in peace, Ray. He was such a good actor, and I'm really glad we got that minifigure of him to honor him. Really nice torso print as well. Very nice legs. I think he's going to be more pricey in the future. It's hard to say right now because he's still brand new, but we'll see what the future brings. And now we have his apprentice, Shin Hati. That's not her name, Shin Hati. Yeah, she's a cool character, the Ukrainian actress. She has two faces. She's also pretty new, so you can only judge what her price is. I also, as you can see, gave her an orange lightsaber as well. The light orange, I think it looks better for her than the dark orange, but I'll show you that too because I have it here anyway. Here's the dark orange. If you think that looks better, you can use that for her. I think it looks pretty cool. I guess they both look pretty cool. I don't know. But yeah, she's a very cool character. I hope we see more of her in the second season of Ahsoka now that it's been confirmed that it's really happening. That'll be pretty cool. Or maybe in the new movie coming out that Dave Filoni is directing. Maybe she'll be in that. Because she didn't die in the Ahsoka season 1, so we'll see what happens. Now we're gonna get into some of the Lego stories. This is Yoda Chronicles territory now, or no, sorry, this is the Freemaker Adventures. This is Nare. This is the Sith or Jedi turned Sith spy who was working for the Emperor, who was trying to seduce Rowan to the dark side, or get the also just get the Kyber crystal. The Kyber saber, and she has a nice face on this side, but an evil Sith face on this side. And since this is a Sith collection, I figured, I'm just gonna show her as a Sith. She has a nice cape, like a nice blue cape. It's kind of like a spongy material, and she also has a really cool back print, which is also like really nice for like a gray Jedi robes. That'd be cool for other customs and figures. Yeah, pretty cool character. She's not too much money. She's like $30. She has nice leg printing too. It's like reflective and stuff. So she's kind of a cool character. A lot of people forget about her, but she's totally a Sith. Definitely counts. Now here's another one that's expensive. Here is MOC. This is from season 2 of Rowan the Freemaker Adventures. He has a really crazy looking head. He's like a robot. He is MOC is kind of a joke. It's like a ha 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 funny joke because it's like mock. It's like the Emperor's mock because it's the Emperor's MOC hunter droid. He's used to like go find Rowan. As you can see, he has this really crazy head that has all this crazy molds and stuff and prints on the front and all this stuff. And he has this unique torso and this thing on the back so he can clip his lightsaber, kind of like the Inquisitors. Has these shoulder pieces, And then he has this really cool torso with like back printing and the front just like reflective silver with some red on it. Very cool figure, very expensive. He's easily like a minimum of $50, probably more. He might be more like the range of 70 or even $80. There's a lot of people don't know much about him because he's only in, people that didn't watch the show much. And he's only in that one set, the Tracker 1, I believe. So he also has 2 black lightsaber hilts like that Sith warrior we saw forever ago. He's a pretty cool one, pretty weird looking, but it's always fun to have weird looking Sith. All right, now we're going to be talking about another Lego story that just came out. This is Rebuild the Galaxy characters. You've got Darth Dev. I love his arm print. He just came out, so I can't really tell you a price for him. He's probably about $25, $30. He's got a little smile here, like when his brother is convincing him that it shouldn't be a bad guy. Nice little cape. It looks like they have the Mandalorian capes, a nice thin material. Nice back printing too, with like little scuff on it. They didn't have to do that. And cool leg printing. The armor kind of looks like he has like Inquisitor armor too. Inquisitor armor. It's a pretty cool character. And now we got Darth Rey. Here she is. This is kind of cool that they made this because it's kind of like an homage to, how Rey was in that weird trippy sequence in like which movie was it? The 8th movie, when she has like that unique double-bladed lightsaber thing. So it's kind of fun that they made this, and they gave her 2 faces as well with these Sith eyes that look very creepy. And then she has some back printing as well. It's pretty simple, but effective. And I like the front printing as well. This looks like this could be like a pretty good custom for a Mara Jade, who is right here. Woo! That's just a custom that I made. I love her. She's also kind of a Sith, but, she doesn't really count because she's not really a real Lego. So get out of here, Mara Jade. But if you want to make like another version of Mara Jade, this would be a really good one using Darth Rey. Be pretty good. And then last but not least, we have Darth Jar Jar, Misa the Phantom Menace. Yeah. Well, I figured, he is a Sith, and rebuild the Galaxy TV show, so better throw him in here too. A lot of people love Darth Jar Jar. That's been like a thing going on for, 30 years since Phantom Menace came out. They were like, what if Jar Jar's a Sith Lord? So then they finally made him a Sith Lord, and they rebuilt the Galaxy as a joke. So here he is. He's actually a really cool figure. I mean, he's, stupid, don't get me wrong, but I like the torso a lot. It's a really nice torso print, and it has a really nice back print as well. I think you could make some cool customs out of this one too. I don't know what yet, but maybe someday I will. Yeah, I really like these buckles and the red on the black and the belt. It looks really cool. It's also a unique print for the eyes of Jar Jar. He doesn't have this in the other figures of him because it's like not as evil looking. He has like this little like evil look, so kind of fun to have it. Had to end it with Jar Jar because everyone loves him the most. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video. That is all the Sith. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you dig this. And keep an eye out for more collection videos and more customs coming up very soon. Alrighty then. Head on a spike. Out.